TMFL. Boy, the last 2 weeks has not been good. We have been beaten 40. We've been outscored 82 to 26 in the last 2 weeks. Not good at all. Not good at all. And needless to say, both of those weeks were L's. So, man, let's try to stop the bleeding here, guys. We're not good enough on the back end. So, that's something that we'll have to try to address. In the meantime, man, let's try to get a W. Cause boy, oh boy, we were feeling good. At the start 2 weeks ago, and then boy, the bottom is falling out. Of course, that guy right there, man. Le'Veon, we paid that guy all that money, man. That guy he missed 12. He sucks.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the tune in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right.
So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A few moments ago, the Steeler offensive starters, including all-pro wideout Antonio Brown, were introduced. They've got this crowd in a frenzy as they get set to square off with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Man, we can't play zone. I'm lost. I don't even know what to do. I really don't know what to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great stays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Their guys always knock shit down. We can't knock it down. We just miss it. Are we just not good enough? This guy comes and does a curl. Oh, come on, Artie Burns.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He finds McCoy. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We take a glance now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up the 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin.
God
It's caught.
damn, man.
And he's out of
We
bounds.
can't play zone.
Almost
We
gets
can't
to
play
the
man.
10.
We can't.
The
I'm
Bills
got
passing game,
dogs,
getting
man.
him
We
down the field.
stink.
They got another 1st down.
I mean, we
And
just
he's
stink.
top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like
This is a
that.
fucking
What have you
rookie
seen from him
quarterback,
on film
man.
that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets out
man.
of
Him
them. That's
and
how they
fucking
motivate them.
Le'Veon Bell.
Most of these guys are
Damn.
self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Yeah, I know that's,
a lot of
I know that's
offense to
Coach
run
Riley
there, only get
watching
3
for that
points.
guy.
I just wonder,
hey, man,
are they going to
I'm going to turn
recycle
him
those
into the
plays
commissioner
because they
there
were
is no
successful
way.
in getting 3?
Oh, this
or do you
guy's
go to
got
another
fucking
section of the
crabs.
playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end
Him
zone
and
and get you
fucking
6?
Le'Veon Bell.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Yeah, that guy, man. There's no way that any team could have proposed a trade to him last week because that's just not how the system
So
works.
here are the Steelers now to take
So
over
he
for the
went
first
hunting
time.
for a trade, which is
They'll be
against
led
the
out by
rules.
Big Ben, their
So,
veteran quarterback, Ben
If he makes a
Roethlisberger.
trade,
And
that's
the
got to
numbers
be a
were not
major
pretty.
fine.
I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2
Because the rules
interceptions,
say
no
you
touchdown
cannot
passes,
do
there's
that.
no
The
way
trade
to
has
really
to be
make that
offered
work.
to you.
But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his
Right.
game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's try
And
it.
let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Out
Try
wide was the
Bo.
youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest...
Let's try Bo, man. I mean, we got to try something to give us a spark, man. God, dogs, because we ain't doing jack.
reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set. 230.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger.
Damn, man.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I'm surprised as
So
a young
from the
buck.
39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's see if you can give us anything. We need a spark on offense, man. Antonio Brown, he's back this week. Let's see, man.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark.
The 46-yard line.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark.
There, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Set. 230.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an
The two,
Achilles heel for them
Edmonds
all
brothers
season
are playing
long,
against
being
one
able to
another.
play against the run, being able to
Maine
slow teams down.
and,
But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game,
RTE,
it also opens up
okay,
the passing
all right.
options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Now a carry for Blount. And this one goes nowhere.
Ah.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get
now
back.
Mark Ingram's hurt. Hey, look, enjoying Le'Veon and Tuitt. Boy, them two guys, man. Back, you just got the wind knocked out of you. Hell no, we ain't playing that defense. We can't play that defense. Coach Riley can play it, we can't.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Set. Green 39.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred
Good job,
loose.
Shady. Let's go, guys.
It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Good job. All right, all right, all right.
Down right around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Guys said fake news.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Fielded just inside the 30. Nearly
Guys.
a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one.
I mean, I don't know why they got you back there
and this
because
offense takes over in great shape
well,
right
we just
at
didn't
the
fix
50.
depth chart.
1st and 10.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last
Oh,
time.
yeah,
and
so I
doubt
knew it was
sincerely
Coach Riley.
they'll have to
That
punt
guy
here
sent me
because
a,
they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to
guy
think
sent
about
me
the
a
idea
message.
that they would end up
Hey,
punting,
look,
starting with this type of field
he
position.
is
Neither
watching.
do
I
they.
don't know if it's the
Great
commissioner
starting
watching,
spot,
or
great
I don't know if it's
opportunity to run
Coach
your
Riley.
full
Who knows,
playbook.
man? Who
They
knows?
want to take a shot here.
Those two
They can go
guys
ahead and
are
do it.
one and the same.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, shit.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to collapse the pocket and
That
drop
was
him for
my
a
bad.
loss of a yard.
Forgot what the play was. So hey, look. Oh, hey, line up on sides, guys. Are you?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down.
Good job.
That's complete to Jesse James.
Good job, Jesse.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes
Sneaking
where
around.
guys
I
are
don't know.
available.
Again, you
and
know,
put
it could be the
ball on
commissioner, it could be
receiver.
Coach Riley. You
Any
never know.
defender
You
can
never
step
know,
up
man.
and fill it.
They did it
Talking
well
to
there,
Coach Riley, and all of a sudden
perfectly
the commissioner
executed
shows
crossing
up. You never know. You never know. You never know.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Space to run past the
Maybe
20.
Bo can
And
give us a
he'll finally
spark.
be taken down at the 18.
Maybe the young fella from Alabama can give us a spark.
14 yards and another first.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially.
Maybe the young fella from Alabama can give us a spark.
You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed.
I see you.
And that's exactly what he did on that play.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down.
Young
at the
fella from
14-yard line.
Alabama.
Well, so many times
It's giving me a
run,
spark.
the offense for trying to set the tempo and
Oh,
establish
that
things,
nigga
but
said,
the
"Let me
defensive
remove
guys,
all
hey,
doubt.
they just
It
won
is the
battle there.
commissioner."
Wasn't a big run given up. They don't
Okay.
always have to
Hey,
absorb
look,
the
I'll be
body
quiet.
blows. Sometimes
I'll
they
be
dish them
quiet.
out
But when
themselves.
he leave, I'll be talking again.
On second down, Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
They're trying to jump him. They are trying to jump him.
For McDonald from a week ago. 9 catches, 134 yards.
They tried to jump that too. They tried to jump that too. Watch the middle linebacker. Watch him. I mean, look at this. Watch he launch. Watch. Whoop. And hey, look. Whoop, up and away. Hey, up and away. I mean, that's just impossible. Up and away. So that ball is on the other side of him, so which would mean he would have to come through this guy like he is. Look at that. Tell me how that's not pass interference. Tell me how that is not pass interference.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger.
Oh, look at this shit here. He fumbled. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And this play goes nowhere.
All right,
Losing
take your money.
yardage back to the 15.
Actually, take it to the
It'll
second
be a
quarter, then
loss of
take
a
your money.
yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we'll step aside. It's a 3-point game here early. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
Guys, we need more work on our defense, guys. I mean, we just don't.
The NFL on EA Sports.
I mean, but we know that. I mean, every time we start a new game, man, I mean, it's the same thing. We gotta build the defense.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Man, can we try to play clean?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Man. Turned it over and turned it over and turned it over.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down now, Nelson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Shady, where you at, baby? Just play your base defense. Just play your base defense, man. Man, just play your base defense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Just not good enough.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 19.
Allen off the play fake. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's a whistle
Move 'em back.
as flags come in.
Move them back.
And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
Well, it was a third and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue, line it.
On play action, Allen.
Okay, way to knock it out of there.
On to it through the contact. Incomplete.
54 yards.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Roethlisberger, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
That ain't playing
and that's
clean,
one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's a big guy, man. Crazy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Take 2 of them. Set.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
nearly picked.
Damn.
And
What
maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close.
Lord
the
have mercy.
opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Just put all these guys out, and I mean, we don't have enough guys in the route. We just don't. We just don't have enough guys in the route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdog,
Once again, you can't see my kicking bar, and I didn't change the view.
You've got to get the ball.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling
Wow,
they keep making
are you
plays like
fucking
that.
kidding
They
me?
might
This
just
what
get
this
a
guy
few.
just did.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And here come the Bills. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Allen.
Okay, good job. They get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Football, it is. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They run. This is Scarborough.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark.
Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Hey, why is it that when we talk about Coach Riley, that the commissioner makes threats? I mean, I can talk about Coach Hobellini all day long, and the commissioner don't give a rat's tail. But if I say something about Coach Riley, oh, man, that guy threatens to fine you and kick you out the league and all kinds of things. Wow. All right.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Him and Coach Riley really boys.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go. Line it.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He dumps it down to Ingram.
Look at this shit here. Are you fucking kidding me?
Down, but able to slip across the 35.
Unbelievable.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Oh, you guys, what are we doing?
Receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Kidding me?
Now a handoff to Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2. And when you've got the 31st ranked rush offense in the NFL, you're going to see a few of these negative plays.
Yeah, and I don't want to be snarky about the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We've seen a bunch of those this season.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On the counter, Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough.
Good job, Bo.
5 yards.
Maybe Joe can, maybe Bo can give us a spark.
2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We ain't coming out of this.
Hey, that's it. Like 80. Switch.
Now Scarborough. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Blunt. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now.
Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Take 2 of them.
Now Roethlisberger on first down.
Good
He's
job.
out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah,
Incredible.
there's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead.
Yeah, he got them both in. You nuts.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line. On second down, here's Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin with a look at the AFC South. Houston at home taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. D.D. Westbrook, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try again with Scarborough. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Scarborough.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark.
This as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz.
Maybe Bo can give us a spark. Pow! Good job, young boy. Maybe Bo wants to give us a spark.
The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a route run, not just with
The gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 5.
All right, doing this shit again. We're gonna pause the game. We're gonna pause it.